Welcome to the Real P&L trading show where I share my real P&L on 3 accounts and share my proprietary SafeWheel options trade system for free. Please type in the chat that you can hear me okay. I want to make sure my audio is working today. And also be sure to post any questions you might have. I want to get to those before the end of the broadcast. Richard, thank you for letting me know my audio is working. All right. So first, good. Some guy, Bill, Walter, less is more. Thank you guys. My audio is working. All right, great. Let's start with the earnings edge. What happened last week? I traded Costco, and you can see Costco here. I've traded it a couple times. So this minus 292 doesn't reflect what happened last week. Costco with the earnings edge made $777. Bring this over here. Costco did 777. You can see since my update, my record's 16, 16, and 6. Average win 867, average loss 480. So we're winning half my trades, but of course my winners are larger than my losers. Isn't that what most people try to do when they day trade? They kind of win half their trades, but they want their winners to be larger. But we're not day trading here. Let me see here. So my account value, let me get that accurate. You can see my real P&L right here in my account, 9572 to my net liquidation. Let's put that in, 9572. And what's the market trading, or SPY 460.40? It's up again, 460.40. Okay. So now we can see the numbers. Last year, of course, earnings edge at 63%. The market was down about 20. 2023, look at that. We're catching up. Earnings edge at 17. The market's actually up 20% this year. That's a good run for the market. If you take the overall real numbers, this includes paying commissions and everything, I'm up 91% since the beginning of since the beginning of 2022, January 2022. And the market's still down 3%. So the market is still down since 2021, even though it's up 20% this year. Okay, so that would be the earnings edge. So had a good week last week. Last 3 trades have been quite well. Trying to get to that $10,000 mark. We'll see what happens. Of course, started the account with 5,000. All right, what's next? Oh, the Premier Level 5. Let's go here. You can see here, got these kind of separated out. We kind of combine them, make it a little less confusing. Premier Level 5, 35,500. So let me put that in. 35,500. 35,500, down a little bit. So I started this one on April 8th, 2022. And you can see the results from in 2022 up 12%, minus 6% on the market. So far this year up almost 6%. Again, the market's up 20. On a risk-adjusted basis, the drawdowns on the system are about 1/4. So you can multiply that number, that 6 times 4. That's around 24%. So on a risk-adjusted basis, doing equivalent to the market. Of course, I'd rather see higher numbers on the nominal returns. But when you look at the overall return since inception, PL5 is up 18.3. The S&P 500 is up 12.7. So since I've been trading this live right in front of you, outperforming the S&P with the PL5. This is my flagship. This is the one that if I have more money than $30,000, I would trade this. My record's 23 wins, 7 losses, 10 break-evens, and I've got 4 open trades right now. Okay, so that's the earnings edge. I'm sorry, that's the Premier Level 5. Let's get into the SafeWheel. safe wheel, I believe is this one here. Yes. And let's see the positions. Okay, I'm trading DKNG. What's going on here? I've got a put hedge. I've got a hedge for my put hedge, right? My little $5 put, and I own 100 shares. So I've got a sign last week. So now I own 100 shares at $37.50. So first thing I'm going to do is look at my put hedge and make sure that that thing is doing what it's supposed to do. So it's not under 100 days, right? Because if it was, it would be depreciating too fast, and I would exchange it out for another one. And I would be forced to exchange it out for another one because I own 100 shares. I'm locked into DKNG right now because I own shares. Here looks good, not 150. Now, the other thing is this put close enough to the real price to be effective? And I want it to be within 70%. So I take this DKNG is what? Trading at 36.47. Just bring my calculator here. 36.47. And I multiply that times 70%. It's 25.5. I want to make sure, so 25.5, it's 28. So it's well within 70% of the price. And so therefore it is legit, like it's powerful enough or it's good enough. It passes, and it is a good enough hedge. So that's the hedge is good. Obviously the long call here, I placed that on Friday, paid $5 for it. Okay, so now we're in the traditional wheel. Now that we've got our hedges done, I'm going to look at the traditional wheel. I've owned 100 shares at 37.50. My goal is to sell a call at 37.50 for at least 36 cents, right? The price of the underlying is 36. Let's take a look. So I'm in the nearest expiration cycle, and that's where I want to sell my call at 37.50. And I can get at least 37 cents for it, right? It's at 40. So I'm going to go ahead and sell and do a covered call here at 37.50. I'd prefer to do it out of the money if I could, but the pricing is not good enough. So I need to go at the money. So I'm going to sell one of these. Mid price is 40. Trying to get 41. Working order. I want to, I'm going to do the sizing. So remember the sizing here. If I have between $5,000 and $10,000, I sell one. I run one. Okay, it just got filled. When I have between $5,000 and $10,000, I do 3 put hedges and I do 1 traditional wheel. If I had between $10,000 and $15,000, I would do 6 put hedges and 2. So for every $5,000, I would increase my size, and that's all based on using the correct amount of margin, not getting margin called and everything like that, and also trading a stock between $20 and $40. When you start trading a stock at, say, $50, you start using too much margin for the sizing that I have sized out here. Okay, so we have our 100 shares. We have our covered call. So we're looking to possibly get called away or sell another covered call next week, or even add one more layer and go into 200 shares. 200 shares maximum. We would not do 300 because we want our put hedge to cover our longs. So we wouldn't go larger than 200 shares at some point. Okay, so there is the safe wheel. Are there any questions about any of that? Let's see. Tron says here, KSS looking good, has good volatility. Spread might be a bit large. KSS. I wonder if I have that in here. Yes. Let's see the KSS. Yeah, see the spread, the 14 to 19, the 7 to 11, 20 to 26. It's a little bit much. It's probably doable, but it's not quite as good as like DKNG, right? Uh, these spreads are like 3 cents. It looks like KSS was around four. No, they're three, four. Yeah, it's pretty close. KSS is a good candidate. I like KSS. Let's see, $26, and you can definitely get 1%. Maybe it's coming into earnings too. You take a look at that. You know how you know it's coming into earnings when you look at the volatility. See how much higher it is right this week, kind of compared to the rest. It might be coming into earnings right now. Or no, let's see. Oh no, it just did. But it's probably coming off of earnings. Well, not really. So yeah, KSS is a pretty good candidate. I like that too. Some guy says, Costco, do you mind sharing the day you exited the trade? Sure. I opened the trade on on Monday and I exited on Tuesday. Last Tuesday. Shovel says it's time for the Cool Carl show. What's up, Shovel? And he says, let's do this. James says, anyone looking at other stocks other than DKNG? So I do have a little bit of a list going here, but you can see that they kind of fall out. If you're in the course, Avery puts together a list. Every once in a while, she put one out maybe about a week ago, kind of an updated list for the safe wheel. But here's kind of a semi list, but some of these are already out of there, like CCJ. Like, see that one? I take that one off because it's over $40. So they got to stay within 20 and 40. RBLX, I would not use that one because it's over $40. This one, Rivian, under 20. I would I usually pick these that are closer to $30. BAC might not have enough premium. Let's take a look at that. Sometimes that one doesn't have the premium. So if you're selling something at 31, you would want to get at least $30. So BAC isn't really a good candidate because it doesn't have enough premium. I typically like to start at $30, something around $30, because then I have more room. If I start at something like 37, it can go to $40 in a couple of weeks, and then I'm like trying to get out of it, kind of a thing. KSS sympathetic to the Macy's takeover. Oh, so that's why there's so much volatility. What is Macy's trading for? Oh, Macy's made it into the club because it's up 17%. Tron says he created a scanner. Yeah, so I have my safe wheel list here. Bill says he's been trading U and UPST. So U. There's U in here. Oh, okay. U, and I wonder, U. I don't think I've heard of this. Wow. Yeah. That's a good stock there, it looks like, from a quick look, and I had never even heard of that company. Cool. UPST right here. UPST's got some good premium out here for sure. 136. You definitely get your money's worth there. I'm sure that stock's moving quite a bit. Okay, Tron. It makes things much easier when looking for stocks with a safe wheel. Yeah, when you already have a watch list already set up. And if you're part of the course, the reason why people take the course is they want the fast track of it. They just want to hurry up and learn it rather than going through all the live streams. We have an updated list in there. Macy's gapped way up today because of a possible buyout. Yep, I heard about that. Let's do some more. U and even WBA look good. WBA. Yeah, WBA probably, but because it's a little further from the $30 mark, I kind of stay away from those when I'm opening a brand new one. Tyler says trading UPST, it's up a lot, so I have to roll up my put hedge. Yeah, what the heck happened to Uber? Wow, that's no longer a $30 stock, huh? Okay. You and UPSP both show up in the scanner. Okay, well, that's cool that you have an actual scanner, so you're kind of playing around with the Thinkorswim platform to help you find what you need there, and that's a cool way to do it. I haven't played around with scanners too much on the Thinkorswim platform myself. Let me put this back here. DK and G, so I don't get confused. Okay. Walter says 39 watching, 3 likes. A shame. Oh, by the way, I appreciate you guys a lot, especially when you hit the like button. Also, I think I'm going to go over 20,000 subscribers, which is a big deal for me. And I appreciate you guys helping me get there. You guys definitely are the ones that made that happen. So 20,000 subscribers, for me, that's a lot. So that's cool. And I appreciate it. And when you guys hit the like button, obviously that helps out quite a bit. Okay. Tron says here, I scan each week for stocks with the price criteria 20 to 40 and with implied volatility 55 to 100. That two easy criteria looks like that you put in that scanner to find them. That's a good idea. If you know how to use a scanner, that's a great way to do it. Okay, guys, any other questions? James says, thanks. I have done that as well. So there's a couple of you guys using that scanner that way. That's good information on how to find these stocks. All right. So I just missed the UOST. UOST. I don't think that's one of them in here. Okay. Guys, any more questions? Nothing there. I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast. UPST is what you meant. One thing I always like to say in parting, if the P&L is not real, what else are they trying to conceal? I'll be back next week. We'll see you then.